but you have to shoot it if they're going to disrespect you. So clearly that's their scouting on Plies. Oh, they're going to call that offensive foul. Easy to cause that elbow by Markusson. Look, it's just a bit too much on the end of that elbow. It's kind of a dangerous one. Okay, Germany, can they get their first bucket of this quarter and break into this 10-point lead? They go upstairs. Yes, why not? No, can't get the finish. Here comes Sweden. Don't have numbers, so they pull the ball out. And a foul. This was the lovely pass, but just his angle was all wrong. Right, here's Sweden. They go for another three. Hits the front of the rim, and it goes back to Sweden, so they can have another shot. Minu had to dive in there and get that rebound as he brings the ball up and sets the offense. Weideman. Little step back three. Can he hit it? Yes, he can. Splashes it, in fact. And that's their first bucket of the quarter. Well-needed points. Tansar crosses over, fights his way through. Oh, he couldn't finish. It's because he shot it with the right hand on the left-hand side. Gotta shoot with your left hand. And he knows it. But he will go to the line for two. Here's the step back three. Weideman, that's pretty. Hits the first. Lovely little free throw. Good form, good technique, lovely follow through. There it is, and great rotation on the ball. Weideman hands it off to Kramer. Go into the corner, wide open, can't get it, good rebound. Sharapovic. And they're gonna call a travel, lifting that back foot. Let's have a look. Yeah. Sure is easy to call. We get the pleasure of seeing it a second time. Especially in European basketball, you've got to get the ball down as soon as you can. So the crowd cry out defense. As Germany try and get a bucket. Weideman lets it rip, hits the back of the rim, gets it back. Tiemann into the game. He's averaging 17 points in the Olympic Games. Can't get that to go. Germany from the floor, 8 from 27. Just struggling a little bit. This game is 2 halves. Good little pass, but broken up by Germany. Weideman out for the screen by Tiemann. Comes downhill, can't finish. Moving the ball very well, and Anderson wide open, can't finish. Good rebound, give them a second opportunity. Sweden doing well, and oh, he blows the layup. Melvin, that's not like him. Pansar, he'll want that one back for sure. Tiemann gets his feet set. Oh, good rebound. Comes back to Germany. Have a look. Good battle down low. Just kind of taps him to himself. And rims in and out. Tough little basket. Okay, a little crossover here. Wide open Tiemann's got to hit this one. No. We're going to call a push in the back. That's a shame. Olakowski, he just had a rebound before that. But I'll live with that. Just trying to get a second opportunity. He's got 6 rebounds and trying to fight themselves back into this game. Both teams not really scoring much in that first 6 minutes. Sweden scored 4 points and Germany scored 5. Not as much offense as it was in the first quarter. Jackson looking for a pass, gets it to Njai. Here he goes, you know he's got speed. Pulls up, jump shot, no. Go down low. Olakowski taking his time here, probing. Trying to find the one-on-one. That's great defense by Anderson. Oh, better offense. Nothing you can do about that. High off the glass. Look, Anderson giving him a lot of trouble, moving his feet. Good ball movement now. Anderson in the corner with that unorthodox three-point shot, but who cares when it goes in? Great ball movement, high. Takes a long time to get it off, but boy, nothing but net. Weideman. He decides to shoot one back. We've seen moments and spells where both of these teams just start to have a three-point shootout. Sweden 7 from 14, and Germany 5 from 17. You know, the new style of basketball is a lot of threes go up. And there's that foul. So Kramer, that's his first foul. Can afford that one. Adds to the score. Coming down to the last 2 minutes. Tiemann looking for his post player. They get him. Olakowski and Anderson. I like this battle. Here he goes again. Oh, that's back-to-back buckets, and they're going to call a timeout as Germany have found their big man down low. Rocks that man bun very well, and indeed the spin move is strong. And gets the 2 points and forces Sweden into a timeout.
Okej? Denser, om du ser att Ludde går brett, Ludde eller Barra, ni kan välja. Okej? Om du ser att det är just Ludde, okej? Och han går brett och de följer med, så kan du poppa istället för pocket. Okej?
They're on 12 points this quarter and then nearly steal the ball. So Sweden need to get this ball in as they do. Nicholson will start the offense. Anderson gets it, gives it back. They're stagnant in their offense here now. The clock is dying down to 3 seconds, so he has to shoot the three. Don't love that offensive possession, no movement. Vitamin. Olakowski gives it to Tiemann. No, he hasn't managed to hit one. But they get the rebound. That's a good job. Find a reset. And they're going to call a interference. You're not allowed to touch that ball if there's a chance for it to... no, the net touches the net. Not allowed to do that at all. So that's a three-point shot, and that brings them within 2. Njai. Start to post up down low, goes baseline. Tough pass. Anderson somehow catches it, but it's a stolen back with a couple seconds left on their shot clock. Gets it on the rim. That's a good job. Vitamin. Just looking for a pass. Olakowski's been good down there and forces Anderson into a foul. Last 2 possessions he's scored down low. So maybe needs a little bit of help. A double team, a switch or something. Got to get the ball in, they do. Kramer out. Shot clock at 6. Kramer, step back. Can he hit it? No, but there's a foul. Silly foul. It's not what you want. That's Victor Gandalfosh. Just doesn't, you see how he walks into his space? You're not allowed to do that. You've got to let the offensive player land safely. And you can't have any contact to their shooting, any hand actually, shooting arm or off arm. But the crowd does their job and makes him miss the first. 2 more to come. Well, the crowd doing a good job. Only hit 1 out of 3. He's upset with himself. But that puts him on 20 points already in this half. I feel like this half has gone so quickly. And somehow he's sneakily, David Kramer, as he comes out, he's got 20 points. Njai. Better be careful because he's got that speed and it gets blocked. No, it doesn't. There's interference at the bucket. If it's also hit the backboard like it's going to come down, you can't touch it. So I think it did. It hit the glass. Oh, I don't know. That's pretty hard. It's difficult. So another timeout has been called.
take it out, okay? David, Nelson, here I want, JT. No, JT here. Okay, here, Christian. Okay, David, this one. If you want this pass, you take it. Okay, after you play this pick, Nelson, you receive it here. If not, to attack, to pass. If not, JT set pick. Okay, sorry, to receive the ball, pass back, and you attack both. Okay, first one, this one pass. This pass. I have the inbound. You are the first one. Who's inbound? Dylan, you have this pass. Second, Chris paid this pass for Nelson. Second pass. If not, you pass JT. Security pass back, and we attack. Yes? Okay. Well,
well, there you have it. Timeout. Coach Messia has drawn up something to execute. 7.6 seconds. Also can advance the ball. They need to get it in. They do. Little handoff. Kramer, he's been the hot hand with 20. Here he is, step back three. Oh, it's a foul again. You're joking me, Sweden. It is. Hits him on the hand. But they say only 2 shots. I felt like he was behind the 3. It's 2 from 4 today. There it is. Knocks that one down. Okay, so it is a 3-point shot. Sorry, the referee signaled 2 fingers, so here's his 3rd and final free throw. And he drains all 3. So a sub is in, clearly for offense and defense. That's what Germany's doing. Here's the last second. They can't get it off in time. And we've got ourselves a game, a tie game in fact. Halftime, Sweden 37, Germany 37. And wow, that second quarter was all Germany, winning it 19-11 that quarter, where it was all Sweden in that first half, shooting 41% Germany, pretty even percentage-wise, but that 3-point line starting to warm up, but Germany winning the rebounding game 25-17. That's big, especially when you can get second efforts, and Kramer with 23 points, but silent. I feel like those were deadly. Germany managing to do very well, to chip away, didn't panic. Being down. And they have 10 offensive rebounds and 15 defensive, so lovely job by Germany. And 11 points from those second chance points, where Sweden have 0 second chance points, so they definitely want to try and hit the glass and give themselves another chance, where Germany have done really well in that second quarter, especially. And the crowd really did a good job in that first half, pushing, especially in that first quarter. They've got to bring that same energy in the second half, because I think this is going to be a game. Usually we have our second quarter best plays, but we've got it in slow-mo. That's always nice too. Well, Sweden have got to figure out a way how to slow down David Kramer. 23 points. He's 7 from 9 from the floor. He's got to the free throw line 7 times, hit 5, shooting 71%. And from the three-point line, he's 4 from 5. So if I'm Sweden in this timeout, I want to, in this halftime, I want to talk about how we're going to run him off the three-point line, how we're going to have to make him think. Maybe we double him. Maybe, you know, there's multiple different things. Do you go under the screen? Do you go over the screen? You definitely don't want to go under because he'll shoot that in your face. So just discussing different scouting options on David Kramer. So go ahead, get yourself a cup of tea and meet me back for the second half of action.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
6 seconds left here on the shot clock. Greece has got to get something going. It's only spinning baseline. Going, oh, baby! Are you kidding me? Mitolu with no regard.
But Hanger had got himself out of the play. Offensive rebound. Helmerson with a dunk. Delicious.
Drops it inside for the easy two. They blow that. Great work on the offensive glass. Block. Got to stay with the play. Block. It's a block fest for Serbia. Just threw everything away.
And now they're really picking up pace and turning it on and twisting and turning and tormenting. Gritting Obasahan.
Branca has a lane to the basket. Oh, get that out of here! What a rejection from Papagiannis. Threw it into the seats.
We get a bucket here. Can't afford to turn it over, and then a quick layup and slam on the other end. Good execution, easy money.
Getting extended time. Nice pass. Oh, what a block! Gilly Jones just pinned it. This is a block.
Shot clock winding down. Adic has it knocked away. Albertson now on the break. Bounce pass, Poirier. Oh my goodness! The French wide awake, and their lead has ballooned in a game like this. Of course it's ballooned. Now it's an 11-point advantage.
Test so far, 48-43 in front.
Jai using his speed. Oh, it attacks the rim and the one-handed hammer. What a jam that was.
Turkey have a shot to win it. Who do they trust? Biberovic mishandles, gonna take the lead away for the win! Tariq Biberovic rescues his country to get the win. They almost lost it. He stayed with it. Nothing but string.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Half-time tied up, 37 apiece. It's been a cracking first half. And Melvin Pensar is the leading scorer. He's averaging 14 points per game for this Sweden team, and he's on par for that. There it is, thank you, on the screen. And the next leading scorer is Hakasana at 8 points, and that's it. So Melvin is the only scorer in double digits. And David Kramer, 23 points for Germany. He's the only one also in double digits. And then Urakowski has 8 points. He's done his damage down low. He's 4 from 6 from the floor. And he has 7 rebounds, which is great. And also 3 assists as Germany make their way onto the floor as we're coming up to 3 minutes. So lots of hugs and smiles for the Swedish fans, hoping that their team can make it over the finish line. This game is going to be tough. There's your stat leaders on your screen. But I spoke about rebounding. 25 rebounds for Germany. That is fantastic. That's 10 offensive rebounds and 15 defensive. And where they've hit the board so hard, they're able to have 11 second chance points for those rebounds. But Sweden just not doing as well. They've got 17, but only 4 offensive rebounds. And that's equivalent to 0 second chance points. So definitely they're going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down. If I'm Sweden, that would be the top of my list on the whiteboard. How do we stop him? He's done, and you know what? It's just kind of been a silent kind of assassin. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call him. A silent assassin, Kramer, because I looked and I said, wow, he's got 23 points. But it's done most of it is damage from the three-point line, 4 from 5. Anderson, Denzel Anderson, number 1 for Sweden, has 6 points. He's hit a couple of threes as well. 2 from 5. 7 from 16, Sweden. Oh, they're 43% from the three-point line. Not a bad clip as they're shooting better three-point percentage than the two-point percentage, which you would hope the two-pointer is a little bit of an easier bucket, right? But guess not. They're 6 from 15, shooting 40% from the 2, as both teams will head to the benches and just have their last moments with Coach Lucia. There he is. And a tied game. Now it's going to be about small details, the 1%ers, who's going to sacrifice their body, who's going to dive on the floor, you know, get their hands, tip ball. And as the crowd starts to dance, go ahead and scan and download the app for Courtside 1891 to keep up with all of EuroBasket qualifier games. There's so many on these last couple of days. Montenegro and Bulgaria have started in this group. Montenegro up 23-20. This group is very interesting because they've all got 1 win and 1 loss. So this window is really going to determine who sits nearer the top and who's at the bottom. So Sweden, no doubt, would like to get this win, especially at home. It's important to, 1, protect home court, but it's so hard to win on the road when you factor travel in, you factor they would have played today, and then you know you play in a couple of days. It's a lot goes into these international windows. You take a break from your domestic team and come and join your national team for a few days. Okay, well, we're off and running for the EuroBasket qualifiers game day 3 here in Stockholm, Sweden, where Germany here execute right out of the locker room. And guess who it is? Mr. Silent Sasser himself. You know, Reepenin head coach is not going to be happy with that. Anyway, can they answer? Decide to line one up. No, air ball hits nothing but Stockholm air. So that will turn it over. Look at this, nice little backdoor, uses the rim to protect himself so he won't get blocked. Go down low. Ulakowski's been successful against Anderson, can't get that, but another rebound. Sweden lucky to get away with that one. Call a foul. Like this camera angle. And that's a easy foul for the referees to call. That's his second. Sweden, can they get their first bucket of this quarter? No, rims in and out. Good looking shot though. Kick ball. So 19 seconds on the shot clock. Germany have a long, nice amount of time. Don't need to rush this offense. Weideman gets a nice little pass off. Tiemann swings it back. Shot clock starting to die now, but Weideman, no. Who's going to get the rebound? It's going to stay with Germany. Bronker just putting his fist up and saying, yes, look, dives in there, battling. Bronker gets it back. Tiemann with the nice screen. Good drive, yes. Oh, look who it is. Yet again, they haven't figured out a way to stop him, so why not? If you haven't figured it out, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. Lovely job, David Kramer. Complain all you want. Your friends need to help you out. A double needs to come. Help defense needs to come. He's going off by himself. And Sweden aren't doing anything about it. He's about to drop a 30-piece. Drains that. So that puts him on 28 points. Incredible. Panzar swings it out. It's a foul. Gonna call it on the floor on Weideman. Five points for Germany in this quarter. Sweden haven't found their first bucket, and there it is. It says, oh yes, we are here to play. And sticking around, Weideman can't get the finish. Little handoff, good little fake. Oh, they're gonna call a foul. Yes, they are. Hit the shooting hand. Look at this. As he shoots, you could just see Bronker hits the top that he can't follow through. 100% a foul. And back rims the free throws. Both teams now need to just be a bit more disciplined in their closeout, especially on the three-point line. Drains that. And ties up the game. 4 lead changes so far. It's a tied game at halftime. Germany skips through. Kramer trying to ask for a foul. No, he just loses it and then off of him. Panzar kind of needs to get himself going here. It's a foul. Bronca just pushes Zan out of bounds. Look at this. Camera shot actually. There it is. It's his third foul, so he needs to be careful. Get the ball back in. Gets a pick at the top. Winds up a three. Back of the rim. Oh, good job. Sweden getting a hand to it and giving themselves a second chance. Gets downhill, gets broken up, and out of bounds. Should have left it, maybe. Lukowski. Yeah. Not sure what the referees are talking about here. So we're going to have a official review when they do that circular motion. It means they just want to go ahead and check something, maybe the clock, how much time was left on there. Sadly, we can't listen in. They're not mic'd up today. Hopefully we'll get to maybe see, yep, we will, the camera. So what they're looking at is how much time from when the ball went out of bounds. Look at the clock, it says 3.8. So 3.7. So anywhere between there. Hopefully they get this done quickly. There we go. So they'll just discuss with the table. They're going with 3.4 seconds. There we go. So that's what Sweden will have to score this bucket. Good job from the referees. Quickly having a look. Panzar with the ball inbounded. Goes down low. Oh, it gets on the rim but can't finish. Tiemann with the rebound. Weideman getting fouled by Anderson. It's his second foul. Weideman looking for a pass, gets it to the hot hand, the silent assassin. Weideman. Tiemann. I think that gets tipped. Yes, it does. Has Tiemann scored today? No, he hasn't. He is 0 from 6 0 from 3 from the three-point line, so haven't seen the ball gone in the hoop, but maybe doesn't need to when his mate David Kramer and his post player doing well, but they missed that one. Gonna call a foul as Denzel Anderson kind of just bounces around off of defenders there. Look, comes off of David Kramer. So Germany actually with that foul, they're over the limit. See all those red lights under Germany's name. That means they're over 5 team fouls. Individually, you're allowed 5 fouls each, but as a team, each quarter, that adds up to 5. And once that hits 5, you're going to give the other team free throws from then on. So if I'm Sweden, I'm hitting the boards and driving to the basket every possession I can. Here they go. And Tiemann trips over. Lukowski with a rebound. Good ball movement. Tiemann trying to find his first bucket. They double him. Great ball movement. Can they finish? No. And a whistle's been called. Wow, gets it in quickly to the post man. He's done all his damage down low, but also can stretch the floor. Lukowski with his feet set pretty. It's nothing but net, and here comes the steal. Why not? I'm just gonna keep calling him the silent assassin, but we know he's making some noise. We know about him, and Sweden haven't figured out a way to slow him down. That's 30 points for him. Just putting on a clinic. Good bounce pass, good reverse layup, good answer. Sweden not going anywhere though. Behind the back magic. Vanderman, no. Oh, good job. Gets it to 4, and those are what got them in the lead and back into the game. In the first point is the rebounds. Lukowski with the rebound, but then here he comes, Pansar. I needed that. I felt like he was a bit quiet in this third quarter. And Tiemann still can't find his first bucket. And they go foul in the back. There's the pick, and there's the roll, and there's the multiple fouls. So Simon Ganda will shoot his free throws. Front Ream's the first. Nine from 13. Sweden are from the line. Ties up the game. Tiemann looking to go down low. Lukowski on his own. Probes, takes his long steps, gets the finish. He's been tough. Really lovely bucket from him. Just taking his time, the poise. Gets the little run up. 15 points for him now. It's pretty much him and his teammate comes down with the rebound. Him and Kramer are the only in double digits. Everyone else is just assisting. And why not line it up? Njai, we haven't seen him in a while, but he turns over the ball. 2-on-1, can they get it? They go upstairs, yes, slams it in. Germany with a little bit of momentum here. And from that turnover, they get themselves going. And a little highlight for us. Corner 3, can Sweden answer back? Yes, they can. They're not going anywhere. This is their house. And they're down 1. Back and forth action. It's going to be a foul, Njai. As soon as, you know, basketball is about momentum and swings, and really as soon as a team gets themselves going, the other one answers right back. There's Aminu. Yes, he's going to come in for Joe Aminu for Germany. Subs in. Yeah, we're tied. Sweden has 15 points this quarter. Germany has 16. So like I said, much better offense in this quarter. So lineup 3 looked good, but isn't. Another whistle. Foul. So both teams over the limit. So this 2.5 minutes is going to take a little bit of time, because every foul are going to be free throws, and free throws are going to be a big part of this now, as if we're going to be a tied up game and we're going to go back and forth, teams have got to knock down their free throws. Germany go 1 from 2. And put some 7 for 10 at the line as Njai brings up the ball. Panzer gets the screen, hands it off. Quick 3-point shot, nails it. Spires. That's great pick and pop action. Lovely rotation on the shot. And now they take the lead. Lukowski's been successful down low. It's the front of the rim. Melvin Pansar passes it on. The same exact play, not the same result. From Germany. Lukowski is gonna get a foul. Yep. The sideline referee called it. Let's have a look. Yeah, multiple hands coming in there. So he'll go to the free throw line. Knocks that one down. Very calm, cool and collective. And goes 2 for 2. Here's Njai. Looking for a pass, gets it, quick three. Good rebound. Gives Sweden an extra possession. Pansar shrugs off the defense, can't hit the shot though. Turnover. Into the last minute of the third quarter. I like this pick and pop action, but instead Njai puts the jets on. It gets broken up by the defense. Wonderful job by Germany. Go down low. Maybe a turnover, no. Shot clock's running down. Rhythm shot, can't get it to fall. So empty possession for Germany there. And Sweden are going to walk up the ball and use this full shot clock. If I was them, the game clock is running. No shot clock. Here we go. Here we go. Little handoff, reverse, overshoots it. That's a shame. Ramsat. Just reverse layup, puts too much on it. It's the right decision. Pansar sucks all the defense in, a little handoff. There it is, third quarter. Sweden 55, Germany 56. Well, we've gone back and forth, and Germany shooting 45% from the 2, 40 for Sweden. 3-point line, 9 from 12 for Germany, 75%. And for Sweden, 10 from 25 at 40%. They're shooting, Sweden are shooting the identical same percentage from the 2 and the 3-point shot. 40% for both. Their rebounding game, though, has improved. They're at 26, only 6 offensive rebounds, but much better. Them crashing the boards. Germany, though, at 39 rebounds, 17 offensive, so doing a good job. And that's what it's going to come down to in this fourth quarter. Who can get second looks, second possessions for their team? And right now, Germany have got 20 second chance points. Sweden have 0. A big fat donut. You can't have that. You've got to get extra possessions. You've got to dive in there. And that's where you can keep up with all your stats as courtside. 1891. And there's some German fans made the trip to Sweden, Stockholm. Or they maybe live there as well. That also can work. So we're down to the last 10 minutes here in Stockholm for the EuroBasket qualifiers. There's Njai. Hands it off to Anderson. No, rims in and out. Good look though. Kale looking for the pass. A little staggered down. But Aminu swings the ball to the corner. A quick 3. Who comes up with it? Sweden, good job. That's Zingfera. It's a foul on him. Just Savelet comes in there. Second foul. Anderson hands it off. Njai gets it back. Now with Pansar. What is he going to do? Here, decides to let it rain. can't hit that. Both teams settling for the three-point shot early. Kel nearly traveled. Gets it back. Here, the pick. And all the defense goes to the roll. Slaps out. Who comes out with it? Sweden. Here they go. 1-on-2. Quick three. No resets. And lots of whistles been had. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be on the other side. Singfera just kind of pushes over Pansar. Yeah, there it is. That hit to the face. Good job, cameraman, just catching that. Saying that he flopped, but hit to the face can be dangerous. Get the ball in bounds. Njai takes his steps. Oh, gets blocked. Hits the backboard behind the back. Good job. David Kramer is back in the game. He's about to make some damage. There it is behind. The watch is out for the top 10 points scored on a game. So definitely David Kramer is in there. As he already has 30 points today, and he's been subbed in to probably get more, maybe not, as he hits his teammate and falls out of bounds. And the rebound by Sweden. Oh, this is going to be over and back. Melvin Pansar saying he hit it out my hand. We get the pleasure of seeing the replay. Nope, it's definitely off of him. Just going back to David Kramer's 30 points. He's tied up with 6th for top 10 points scored in one game. So we'll just see where he falls by the end of it. Here he is, shooting, and he scores it. As I speak of him, he says, let me show you, and keep adding to this score. Sensational, comes off, sets his feet. Njai gets under him, lets it rip, and it goes in. It's just one of those nights as he puts the 3 fingers up, and he's back to the free throw line for one, for a 4-point play. Wow, I just spoke about him being tied at 6th with 34. That puts him at 2nd with a blink of an eye. Fantastic. 38 is the top, and a foul's going to be here. Iffy Lundberg from Czech Republic in 2020 dropped 38 points, excuse me, as Anderson gets fouled and will go to the line. So 38 is the magic number. David Kramer is on 34, so we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, Denzel Anderson at the line. These free throws are going to be oh so important. Goes 1 for 3. Not going to be good enough. Rebound comes to Germany. Here comes the silent assassin. Yes, he's on fire. Take a timeout, Sweden, and talk about how you're going to slow him down because he's been red hot. Where is the defense? I'm sorry. Throw a double. You've got to come out higher. Wow. He's just unconscious right now. 37 points. I spoke about the top 10 players in scoring is 38. So he's 1 point away from tying in first place. I'm done calling him the silent assassin. He's just the assassin, straight killing it. Wonderful job in the first half. He had that silent 25, and that's why I called him the silent assassin. But he has made his mark. You know exactly who he is. You know where he is. And Sweden haven't figured out a way to slow him down or to stop him. When their pick is coming, the defender is way too far off of him. You've got a hard show. You've got to come up really tight. You might have to switch maybe, put a longer body on him in that pick and roll. But it's just him and Ulikowski, who's got 17 points. The next leading scorer is Vitamin with 6 points. Two guys have absolutely slaughtered Sweden. Here they come. Out of the timeout. Can they execute and chip away at this lead? There's still time. 7 minutes. Little dump off pass. Turn around. Gets blocked and out of bounds. Here's the little dump pass. Little fake, the right idea. And Minu hands it off to Kel. Gets the pick and defense goes under, so he shoots it. They get a rebound, good block. Panzer. I think he's being a bit too passive. Always looking to pass. When you get deep into the guts of the key, look to shoot. And now they're 4 seconds. The clock is dying. They've got to put something up. Can they? No. Great possession by Germany. As they clap, they know that was a fantastic defense. It's a possession for them. And a couple of possessions now. Sweden just coming up empty. Germany have scored 7 points this quarter. Sweden only 1 at the free throw line. That's better defense on David Kramer. Look, but somehow finds a way. Floater. No. Little handoff. Panzer, lots of bodies. Somehow gets that to fall. That's a tough finish. Still lots of time. Only a 5-point game. Coming under 5 minutes here soon. Kale, foul on the floor. Patterson puts his hand up and says, yeah, that's me. I fouled. It's his third. Can afford it and stay in the game. Good minutes from Kale as he goes to the bench. Wonder how long they leave Njai on the bench, especially with his speed and capability to get to the bucket. Vitamin is back into the game. There you go, Sweden. Switch high. But then, oh, that's a tougher finish than they needed to. Tiemann still can't get a bucket. Sitting. Good defense, but gets the ball back, shoots it because the time is running out. Good job to get it on the rim. Germany doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass. Time coming down. David, Kramer. Yes! Bang! And Sweden have to come back really quickly. That's a 40-pointer. With that bucket, he leads the all-time scoring in a game of 40 points. And then they get the defense. Wow-wee, look at this. Yet again, they've helped off of him, but good poise. The fake, let the defense of Anderson run by him. And nails it. He's playing with such confidence. And it's just lights out for him. Got the ultimate green light. And it's just finding a way. He's done it in many different ways, to be fair. He's obviously shot the three very well. 7 from 9 from the three-point line. Here he goes again. I'm actually speechless. He says yes and hits his chest. Look at this. The defender doesn't come up again. He's putting on a clinic right now. Splashes it in. David Kramer. Know his name, and he's just adding to his score of #1 in scores in one game. Wow. Surely head coach Mikko Riipanen is saying, hey guys, we have to switch on him. We have to double. I would just double him. Honestly, I would double him, get the ball out of his hands, and let somebody else score the ball. He scored 40 points. 40. Big fat 40. And then the next leading scorer is Ulakowski with 17, but he's not been on the floor. And the next scorer after that is 6 points. Nobody else has scored. Tischler has a three-pointer, in fact. So awful by Sweden not being able to adjust to a guy that's going off, killing you single-handedly, handing it to you, and you haven't figured out a way to get the ball out of his hands, or it's like you don't know that he's on fire. But still, you've got 4 minutes, and there's a way that you can still be in this game and cut into this lead. So they decide to shoot a three to answer. They do. Hackerson. Like I said, there's more than enough time. That's an 8-point game. And they decide to go under the screen. Vitamin goes into the paint. Tiemann goes back door. The ball's turned over. Tiemann, it just looks a little unconfident as he hasn't scored today, so looking for the pass. But here comes Sweden. Big steps. Finger roll. Timeout, Germany. Great job. And Sweden aren't going anywhere. Wow, there it is on your screen. 43 points. Put his name at the top of the new list. Honestly, I'm just speechless. Speechless because he's dropping buckets. He's on 43 points, but Sweden haven't figured out a way to slow him down. And he's now at the top of the top. 10 points scored on a game. He's number 1, Mr. David Kramer. And his last 2 games in the window in February versus Bulgaria, he only had 11 points, and versus Montenegro, he had 7. So, you know, he's clearly having a breakout game, but for me, basketball, you've got to adjust on the fly. You've got to adjust throughout the game. And if I'm Germany, I'm going to just keep riding the wave of finding him the ball. And you see Pansar is just face guarding him. Don't help, don't come off. And they get a rebound. Tiemann puts the ball on, looking for the pass. Weideman, long lean steps. Tiemann, foot on the line, misses that one, but they get another rebound. And the assassin says, no worries, let's calm down. Here he is, driving. Nini loses it, step back. Tiemann, high arcing, hits the front of the rim. Who comes up with it? Sweden. Good job. They can keep chipping away at this lead. Only 6 points. That's a travel. Yeah, put that second foot down. Empty possession. Let's see here. Yep, skips and then hops. Yeah, not allowed. Right decision. Referees have been wonderful today. So the home crowd cries out defense as we start to come down to the last 2 minutes. Little handoff. Plonker. And baseline, the reverse. And Tiemann will potentially get his first bucket of the day. 0 from 10, really struggled from the floor. This is a good fake. Brings the defense, and Tiemann uses the reverse layup. He hasn't shot a free throw today, so this will be his first. And he scores. .69. 30-year-old. Back rims the second. But somehow Germany get the free throw rebound. I used to have to run for those in my day. It's not allowed after a free throw. Box out, and guess what? Tiemann's back to the free throw line. He's working hard. It hasn't been fantastic for him offensively, but boy, look at this. Goes up, takes the hit. They're saying travel, but no, sweetie. That's not, so he'll go to the line for 2. And that's Anderson's 4th foul. And that puts Sweden over the limit. So this next minute and 47 seconds, Germany will go to the free throw line. And so will Sweden on their next possession. So I wouldn't settle, maybe, or get a quick bucket to the rim and then full court press and try and trap. Where Germany are going to do a little full court press. Nothing too heavy, but just to slow them down, make them use the full shot clock. Little handoff. Hackerson pushed out far. Here he goes. Lets the defense fly by. Can he hit it? Yes, he drains it. Good answer. Good patience from him. He knew the defense was coming. Well, one man that I want the ball in is either this guy, Lukowski. He skips past it. In the corner 3, no. Here comes Sweden. And a foul to stop the transition. Let's have a look. It's a good 3, good look at it. off to the races. Ackerson and Bronca, that's his fourth. And as they're over the limit, all the lights are on under the names. So next one will be free throws. Get the ball in. Here we go. We've got to go now. Time is not their friend. Pulls up for a three. Yes, rattles it. Wonderful answer. Hackerson, here he is. Gets the high pick. Nobody comes over to help. And rolls that one in. 3-point game. They're looking for, there's a whistle, but I can't see what's happened. I think it's a moving screen. Let me see. Oh no, maybe a travel. Yeah, travel. Yeah. Not many mistakes David Kramer has done today, but he's turned it over in a crucial point where Sweden could tie it up here. Gets the screen, he goes for another one. No, hands off. Layup, misses it, the tap in. Good job. And Sweden forced Germany to call a timeout. It's a 1-point game. Don't want to foul because that would go to the free throw line as well. So hold your breath. Here we go. Germany. Handoff. That's exactly who you want the ball in his hands. Kramer gets the screen. Crosses over. Step back. Can he drain it? No. Who comes up with the rebound? They're going to call a foul. And Anderson falls down heavy. Yeah, and that's right, they're concerned. Here's the shot. Looked good. Hit the back of the rim, and he goes up. And to be fair, not a lot of contact, but he is shaken up and hit his head. So I've given that to Bronca, so that's his fourth or fifth foul. I'll just double check that. I'm guessing yes, because they're playing hit the road jack. Yeah. That's his fifth foul, so he's got to hit the road and hit the bench like the buses come in. That's his night done. 7.8 seconds. So they've got to put a sub in. And they're going to sub out Denzel Anderson because he's hit his head. And because he's subbed out, his sub has to shoot the free throws. He looks nervous to me, overthinking it. Oh, and he makes it go in, wills it in. Tied game. Can he take the lead for Sweden? It's been 8 lead changes, back and forth. Drains it, lovely job. I thought he looked nervous. Maybe it's just cool, calm, and collective as he puts Sweden up 1. And all hugs for Sharapovic. Takes the deep breath and splashes it in. Germany find themselves down 1. Plenty of time. No need to panic. I wouldn't go for a 3. You don't need a 3. You need just an easy 2. Something to the rim that wins the game by 1. I think there's 7.8 seconds. Lots of time. What a great game. Honestly, just the momentum shifting back and forth. Nobody's really got out too much. Sweden took that first lead in the first quarter, 26-18. And Germany came back swinging in the second half. But then this third and fourth, not much in it. It was a 1-point quarter. Sweden 18-19. Germany won that third quarter by 1. And now Sweden scored 18 points this quarter and Germany scored 16. So let's go. The last 7.8 seconds. What has Germany drawn up? They've extended the ball up the court. And the crowd sings out, defense is loud in here. Stockholm. Can Sweden hold on? Or do Germany break hearts and get their second win in this group? Let's go. Get the ball, they're going for the 3, the dagger. No, rims out, they get the rebound, plenty of time. Does it go in? No. And Sweden have held on. Sensational play. And David Kramer is saying something, maybe what's happening, can you watch? And it's rocking. Wow. Germany had multiple looks at it. They had 2 rebounds. There's royalty in the building. Sweden royalty. So they went for the 3, hit the backboard. Wolakowski, and then the rebound hit the front of the rim. And Tiemann couldn't caress it in. See, referees are just going to have a little chat. So they're going to check what time was on the clock. So official review, they're allowed to do this. They want to see exactly how much time, because and maybe potentially who it came off of as well. So Sadly, we can't listen in. They're not mic'd up today. So we can't hear their thoughts, but let's have a look ourselves. We get to see the replay. No, I think that's Tiemann's last touch. For sure. Yeah, they've come together quickly. Let's see how much time they put on the clock as well. So, Coach Mikko Pavin is gonna call a timeout. Yes, he is. So he's gonna use his timeout, which I think is smart of him. 1.4 second is what the referees have come together. He's got a timeout to use, so why not make sure you get this ball in 100%. You can't afford a 5-second violation, which will turn it over and give it back to Germany. You can't obviously afford the steal and let Germany get a one last look. Also, you could potentially get it in and Germany will foul them very quickly, putting them at the free throw line. And because it's only a 1-point game, could only make it a 1-possession game. They could be up 3 or 2. So let's see what happens. So they're kind of lined up all on that far side. Melvin Pansard is gonna take the ball out of bounds. He's got to get it in. They do. And they foul quickly. 0.5. Not a lot left. Kramer is going to be a bit upset. This royalty, Swedish royalty, looks on and is pretty happy if they can hold on. As he misses the free throw. And Coach Marcia was able to draw up a quick play. 0.5 is a very short amount of time, but you can get something thrown full court if he makes it. No, he misses it. And that's it. Sweden, put your hands up. They've got it done. What an incredible game. When I thought Germany were going to run away with it, no. Sweden stuck in their claws. There's the final score. Sweden 73, Germany 72. And the crowd ecstatic and well deserved, because they did. They just stuck around long enough, kept fighting, and just, I was, you know, upset with them at one point, because that man right there dropped a lot of points, 43 points, and they let him go off, but still got the win. And Sweden are 2-1 in this group. And all smiles. And the Montenegro-Bulgaria game 67-56, so that's not finished. So this group is going to be wide open as Germany walks off upset. As they did very well, but not enough to get it done. Sweden, congratulations. And 22 points. Hackerson, lovely day at the office. Melvin Pansar, also 14 points. There he is. There's a new man. Had braids the last window. He's gone with the fade. And smiles and hugs. Well deserved because, wow, Sweden pulls the upset. And he'll get player of the game. Why not? 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And 42% apiece for Sweden, shooting the same clip from the 2 as they are from the 3, shooting 60% from the line. Didn't win the rebounding game, 37 to 54 rebounds, 12 assists though, that's a pretty number. And 6 steals, like I said, Haxton with 22 points and Pansar with 14. Let's give a big shout out to David Kramer as he becomes the new record holder in most points in a game for 43 smackaroons. But sometimes when it's your night, I would prefer to win than to score those points. So Germany was tested, they were pushed to the very last moments and the last seconds, and they come up short. Only a 1-point game. They'll play each other in a few days' time. So he's broken the record. David Kramer, like I said, congratulations to that man. Well done. 43 points. He was unconscious. Was 8 from 11 from the 3-point line. Shot 73% from the floor today. Had 6 rebounds also and 2 steals. Congratulations him, but his team goes with an L and has to figure it out. Wow, I can finally take a breath. Sweden, their crowd, have to congratulate them too. They were wonderful, did their job, were loud the whole game, well coached by Mikko. He was really good calling timeouts at the right times. The energy was there, the fist pump indeed, coach. Congratulations. Sweden get the job done. 73 to 72, a 1-point game. It was full of excitement, smiles, physical basketball, and what a game. Congratulations, Sweden, as they can feel confident going into the next game. And I'm pretty sure they play Germany again on the 25th of November. They do in Germany, so they see each other in just a few days. So no doubt Germany won't forget that and could beat them. The head-to-head, the scoring and the points are gonna matter, so they can't be disappointed, and that man there beats and breaks the scoring record. So we'll give him his flowers. David Kramer, 43 points, but goes home with the L. Back to Germany as they got prepared again for Sweden. Congratulations. Round of applause for Sweden. Thank you for joining myself and Sweden versus Germany. Have a good evening and good night.
David, ich glaube, ich spreche für ganz Basketball Deutschland, wenn ich sage, danke für dieses Spiel. Aber natürlich ist die Enttäuschung riesengroß, deswegen die blöde Frage, was hat